gears. We've got a cheap status CFL one, sort of type that pound shops sell. The kitchen blind in the daytime because we didn't put a light on here because we've got to do something. Going to see. We've got a jug boiling for a reason, and I'm going to use it to generate some steam and see how this thing stays lit with steam. I'm going to use this light socket on the cover of a lampshade on the back. I'm going to hang it up over the door there. So let's put the camera down. Push the 11 watt lamp into the lamp holder like this. Let's test it to see if it's working. It does work. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this one now. Over the electric jug. In fact, I was going to let the jug boil for all the breakfast. I'm going to go let the thing go over and move the jug into position so that it's working right up there into the lampshade. Now, unless you know exactly what you're doing, don't try these experiments yourself. Being an electrician myself doesn't mean that I necessarily know what is actually going to happen. I've seen one of these things shorting out the bathroom with the steam coming off the shower before. I mean, that wasn't my bathroom. But let's see what happens when the steam goes up. These experiments can be dangerous, and if you don't know what you're doing, leave it to the people like me who are mad and bad enough to try it and know what we're doing. Camera stable somewhere. I'm not sitting on top of the chip fryer, but I'll do it. What we're going to do here is we're going to keep the steam going, let the steam go through the middle of it. It may short, it may trip the breaker. That's the reason I'm keeping myself back from it. A good blast steam. That one's not shorting for some reason. Yet. But the water is all over the inside of the thing, so I'm not going to touch that while it's live. The water's dripping out of the lampshade. And now we'll turn it off. We'll turn it back on. And off again, and on again. Turn it off again, for safety first. It's actually survived that, but we'll show you what's wet. It's all over the place of the camera. Oh, whoops, that's my mistake. Look at the moisture. Turn the video light on. And I'll turn it back off again. It doesn't make much difference. Look at the moisture on there. That shade is boiling hot. The heat's out. It's a bit hot to touch. The heat on that isn't off the bulb, the heat on that's coming off the steam from the jug. That is all wet, so I wouldn't want to touch that wet being all wet alive. The lamp is all wet and it's actually survived. So let's power it up just one more time. It's still working. Let's turn it off. As you see, many people online saying safety first, got a good clean break in the power. 100% isolated from the mains. And let's take it down. As you see, it's all wet around about the top now. And it's soaking inside. So, we'll put the camera down again with a bit of kitchen paper. I'm going to dry this off. But what, I've got plenty of kitchen paper, and I always make a... Always have one. That is the lamp. Damp but still working. I don't know how heavy the steam has to be, but the one that I saw burning out. One of the times I was giving a mate a lift to giving him a lift in the car at night, and I was waiting on having a shower, and they come running out the bathroom with a towel, and I see the lights sparking, and gee, there was sparks coming out, the thing just crackled and sparkled, and black smoke belching out the light, and the thing shows. Some of them do, some of them don't. Now, that is all wet at the top there. I personally wouldn't recommend that you use one of these in a bathroom environment, regardless of what the manufacturer says it's suitable or not. Because I've talked to fellas customer services, and fellas don't recommend you use the genie bulb in the bathroom. So, but this dirt cheap, I look more status job. Sort of type that pound shop you in the UK usually sell, and some of the supermarkets sell them, budget price stuff. For people who don't want to spend the extra £2 on the fillets, well, they'll get this for about 99p or something. And generally it's a cheap bulb, but I'm actually surprised it didn't short. It seems to be, it's got little gaps at the side where the tube goes in, but it didn't show. One of the favourites for shopping is either General Electric or Osm Dual CFL. Seem to be the two favourites that have to do most of the shopping and steaming environments. So I've actually had one who actually fused the lighting circuit in the kitchen before, but so yeah, we're going to try a few other things with that one before we scrap it. So thanks for watching the first video, and we're going to have another video coming up shortly after this one. And we're going to show you how to use this as a water light. But as I said, I know what I'm doing with this sort of stuff, so if you haven't got a clue, don't try it, because we don't want to see you get up in a blinding flash. So until the next video, that's all for now. Adios, amigos.